Okay, so hello, and welcome to what is an incorrectly placed video for or stream for Twitch. But yeah, so Ghostwire Tokyo, game that I don't really know much about, but is very intriguing, put out this free-to-play Prelude visual novel thing. It's a grand total of half an hour long, or so. Figured I'd give it a shot, try it out, see how it goes. So, Cedric's reading again. So let's get a little bit of that going, huh? All right, let's get into it. Okay. Is there no music? Is there no music? All right. It's gonna be tough. Rinko? God damn it, Rinko. Or god damn it, Rinko? I don't know who Erica is. I'm shocked that this is actually animated. I don't know how often they animate these little things. I'm not so sure. Well, is ... Erica? I guess is more appropriate. No music. Strange. I expected there to be music during this. I'm quite confused. Man, with how hyped that intro movie thing was, I expected there to be some dope shit in there. I was expecting like some real good fucking tunes, but way she goes. No one wants to talk about it, but it's all that's on anyone's mind these days. Or mind, yeah, anyone's mind these days. Good start. Mysterious things are happening all around Shibuya. I still don't know how I'm supposed to say that. I think when I was playing fucking Persona, I said it like 10 different ways. Sightings, attacks, disappearances, fear. How's a kid supposed to be a kid at a time like this? In a time like this. But honestly, Ryota, I think, never really was like most kids. He's not usually glued to his phone all day. Ooh. Oh, I actually get to pick through these. The Kirigauga, or no, Kirigauga, my mistake? I don't know how to say that. Sure, that's horrible. Vanishing, Maranauchi, Vanishing, and the Bathroom Vanishing. I can say that one, so let's go ahead and do Bathroom Vanishing. Could monsters really live among us? These case files say that yes, they absolutely can, and do, according to this one. A lady called me about a missing person who vanished from the bathroom of her apartment. Usually I'd brush it off as another runaway, but after seeing the after seeing the crows circling above her apartment, I had a feeling there'd be more to this. The black stains on the front door verified my hunch. It turns out that I'm the only one that can see these black stains. Oh! I should have gone in order. I bet that would have made more sense. Okay. The lady who lived there and showed me in made no signs of noticing it. She showed me to the bathtub, gave me the play-by-play of what happened. Her boyfriend was taking a bath longer than usual, so she went to the bathroom to check in on him. When she opened the door, her boyfriend was gone, and for a short instant, there was a reflection of an old shrine on the surface of the bathwater. I rubbed my finger to the rim, or on the rim of the bathtub, and noticed there was a transparent, sticky, slime-like substance, oh boy, on it. A reflection of a shrine shown on the water's surface. I'll need to talk. I use far too much. I'll need to talk further with my team about this incident to see if these things ring any bells. I purged the black stain on the front door and left the scene. Literally after I just said I gotta stop doing that. Poor lady. What will she do now? What can any of us do? KK. Okay. Is KK the main character? Am I a journalist in the thing? I really know like nothing about this game, by the way. It's intriguing as shit from the bits and pieces I've seen. I don't know what to expect. I think it comes out... When does it come out? I guess I could pull it up later, but when the fuck does this thing come out? I don't think it's too far off. Is it... Okay, I thought it'd be directly saying Ghostwire. Where it is. March 25th. Wow, that's quick. Oh shit, that's quick. That's a lot of money. Okay. Ryota's concerns bring him to a mysterious case file posted online. It's titled the Kirigauga Vanishing. He reads it to himself the best he can. Yeah, I bet he does. Having tracked another report of dark fog to the area, I arrived to find it had passed, leaving dreary rain hanging over the neighborhood. At the scene, we found were the clothes of a mother and son, left behind like two molted cicada, I think, shells, always forget how to say that. I think it's cicada. Cicada. It's hard to even imagine a parent and her child just gone, precious lives snuffed out forever. My heart sank knowing that I had failed to protect them. It was the worst feeling I'd ever felt. As if on cue, the rain started pouring down heavier and heavier. The heavier and heavier it fell with each passing minute. But I couldn't be bothered to take out my umbrella. That's when, hello Doki. This is a 30-minute thing that is just a quick VN to hype up a game that I'm kind of intrigued by. So that's it. That's literally it. That's all. That's when the mysterious culprits, how you doing though? I returned to the scene of the crime. Also, they don't use the cool music that they had in the dope preview. Tragic. Or intro. Tragic. A group of monsters. Sorry, return to the scene of the crime. A group of monsters. They had umbrellas of their own, as if rain followed them wherever they go. I was furious. I brought hell down onto them at that very moment. They tried to protect themselves with the umbrellas, but I just kept pounding on them until they were battered and broken. I was so exhausted I could have fallen over at any moment, but my utter wrath kept me going. As I picked up to leave, I still refused to open my own umbrella. I just walked away, rain pouring and soaking me to the bone. KK. Unable to shake the idea that monsters are all around him, Ryota navigates on his phone to a document called the Marinouchi Vanishing. Shit. They better not make me read any of this when I'm playing. Okay. If I do play the game, I'll fucking die. The language is complicated, but he works to understand it. It says, I got a tip on a missing person from there. When you've been a detective as long as I have, you tend to build up a big network of contacts. The story my contact told me was that they saw the woman one day. When the fog rolled in, it blanketed the area, and then poof, she was gone. Times like these make me wish a certain somebody was around. Come to think of it, the fog and these disappearances set the scene for when I first met the rest of my crew. Everybody kept talking about folks just up and disappearing, and I thought it was a load of horse shit. Wasn't till I met them, until my encounter, that I believed. Ever since then, I've been haunted by what I would have once called hallucinations. Hallucinations, I almost said, Jesus. Turns out, being able to see the spirits and monsters isn't fantasy movie nonsense after all. Man, I can't read. Guess I should be thankful, because otherwise I wouldn't have seen through that monster taking the form of the woman. She made a bunch of red orbs appear that chased me around, but I knew so long as I didn't let myself get surrounded, I'd be okay. She was a nightmare to look at, so I put her out of her misery. When I searched the scene, I spotted a woman's handbag. I found the missing lady's ID cards in there. Then I came across some clothes that looked like that would have been hers. They were in a little pile. By the way, they were in a little pile, but the way they had fallen made it clear her body just vanished. Hello. Hope you're doing all right, Astralisec. Yes, Astralisec. Hope you're good. I was going to go to Astra, then I realized I should probably not do that. Yeah, it's just a visual novel, which for anyone who does end up popping in from the Ghostwire Tokyo Twitch tag, I don't know what I should do, but this isn't the actual game. It's like a Prelude thing, and there's no tag for the game, so this is my best bet. I tried to be as clear about it as I could. I'm not so sure. But hey, how you doing? Hope you're good. I'm excited for the game, and I want to see how this goes. But yeah, it's just a visual novel. That's it. No mistaking whose handiwork it was either. I'd finally managed to get my hands on a solid enough lead to work with. Okay. Wait, what? Why am I back to that one? Oh, okay. No problem. It's intriguing. You should give it a go. It's free to play. You can just go snag it on Steam, Epic. I don't know if it's on consoles. I would imagine it will be, probably. Either way, it's not going to take anything. If you're going to play the game on console or whatever, you'll be able to run the thing on your computer without any trouble, no matter what it is, I imagine, so long as it has Windows, I'm going to bet. So yeah, give that a look. Might be worth your while. It's a bit awkward. There's obviously no dialogue, and there's no music, which is strange. At least not yet. At least not yet. Maybe there will be. I don't know. In these posts, the kid had found something or had found something, or rather someone. Someone called KK has been looking into monsters in this part of town, a believer just like Ryota. So KK, I think, is the main dude. I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure what the whole situation is. Social media would never lie, and that means KK is an expert, maybe the expert, in all things paranormal. Oh, I see. Dude, shit seems rough. Shit seems rough going on over there. You can understand, to an extent, why things are the way they are right now. But it does end up sucking for the people that aren't involved, of course. But it's hard to fight it, hard to argue it, I guess. It's some shit. I'm sorry to hear. Not to circumvent it and tell you how to get around a thing like that, but you could probably use Epic. I guess if you wanted to, you could probably VPN, but probably shouldn't do that. I don't know. It's kind of up to you. Or you can just watch a playthrough of the thing. I mean, I have been doing start to finish, so I am doing start to finish, so in theory, not bad. Which, I don't know when I'll upload this. I'll have to do that soon, hopefully in time before it gets out of relevance. We'll see. There's only one thing left to do. Having pored over every story, post, and grainy photo about local monsters he could, Ryota prepares to take action. I'm going to ask this KK guy to help. Just got to figure out where he lives first. Alright. How am I? Am I doing anything right now? Oh, I'm actually... Okay, this is kind of working. Okay. Dear Mr. Investigator Person. Alright. Still my music for it, okay. Dear Mr. Investigator Person, hello, how are you? I'm not good and I need your help. Monsters got my best friend Sasuke. Rinko sits up in her chair. She's zeroed in on one of a dozen monitors from across a makeshift command center stuffed into this cramped Tokyo apartment. This is like the worst trope ever. But I think about it and like, fuck man, I love this many monitors. Like, I'd love to have... I don't particularly need this big massive one in the middle, but like boom, 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 boom. That'd be great. One of those ones that can arc down, or arch, whatever, down from the top. Oh, I'd love it. It'd be beautiful. And it would probably be a hellacious, monstrous disaster to set up because good God, I can't imagine the wiring. All right. It happened near the manhole. Please help me get him back. Or please help me get him back. Data flies across the screen, seemingly too much. Charts and graphs, maps and mathematical equations, even social media feeds, and open case files. Somehow, through all of these screens and all the clutter, Ryota's message catches Rinko's eye. Sounds desperate, but it could just be some bored kid trolling us. Calm and confident, Rinko insists on balancing compassion with skepticism in her analytical approach. On the other hand, that manhole is within the vicinity of several recent incidents. Maybe he is involved. She knows what she thinks, but she also knows no one can protect Tokyo all by themselves. Trusting your teammates, very different, is the only way to keep everybody safe. What do you make of it, Ed? Ed squints and takes a single deep breath as he turns toward the screen. He has something to say, but holds it back. Technology is easy, people are hard. Instead of speaking up, he places a small recorder on his desk, presses play, and the audio begins to roll. Ed turns and walks away. Yeah, it would have been nice, but it's just a VN. It's just a visual novel. I mean, if it's building up like the... I'm guessing KK is probably the individual that you play as, and that's who they're talking about in all this, and this is probably the team that KK ends up being involved with during the game. So you get a bit of an interesting piece of information to it, although not the gameplay that most are going to be interested in. But, excuse me. I've heard intriguing stories about so-called manhole girls in Japan, vengeful ghosts of bullied students said to trick other children into following them into the sewer, from where they never return. If any information turns up about such anomalies, I'd be keen to investigate. Though I speak purely out of personal interest, yada yada yada, it might not be enough to make the rest of my team pursue it without further evidence. Okay, safe to say, since you somehow found the time to record something this specific about a single urban legend, that you want to look into it. Ed is already engrossed in other work. He doesn't respond. He certainly doesn't notice when Rinka rolls her eyes. He rarely does. Probably best we have no idea. Probably best we have no idea how to spend your free time, huh, Ed? This is cast. Erica's been sitting next to Rinko this entire time. Listening and waiting for the right time to chime in. That time is... Want me to check it out? I don't think so, Erica. It could be dangerous. What if something happens to you? Seriously? Seriously? You still don't trust me to go out by myself for 5 minutes in the middle of the day? At just 16 years old, Rinko might be right not to trust Erica on something dangerous. You look a bit like the guy from Epic NPC Man. I have no clue what that's referencing, but I usually get Howie Mandel or who's another one? Mr. Clean. It's another one that's usually in there. It's pretty broad. Bald guy can be a lot of stuff. But Rinko knows that Erica has shown maturity beyond her years. She gives Erica an almost sisterly look of skepticism. You know, it's not that. Rinko quickly turns back to her monitors and away from Erica. Oh god, the difference. But for all her maturity, Erica can't quite keep from pouting. Pouting? Fuck! Stop making that face. Besides, we've got our very own private detective in the vicinity already. I'll have him look into it. Take a look at it. Take a look, rather. And now, is this going to be that KK fella? The stall is brimming as a wide array of customers eat in relative silence. The only sound they make is the slurping of their noodles. Shoot me in the fucking head. The silence breaks when a phone begins to vibrate upon the countertop. The owner ignores it, choosing to focus on his meal instead. The phone doesn't care about his hunger and continues to vibrate. The phone wins. The peace and solitude have shattered. This is no way to enjoy noodles. God damn it. The silent diner finally glances at the screen. He begins to mutter to himself. Another case? These people have me working harder than my enemies ever did. I can't even get 5 minutes to enjoy a nice quiet lunch. Okay. I'm shocked that much has a choice to it. I imagine it wouldn't have worked if I had just hit the X. Let me guess, I'll be risking life and limb. That's why you let it ring for so long? Too scared to pick up? Ha! You know the exact day I stopped being scared of anything. The day you stopped being a loner and hooked up with us so we could have your back? Sure, that works. Besides, I'm not full enough to pretend this team isn't half okay. If you need backup, you know I'll be there. I'll be there. No questions asked. I actually already volunteered, but... but right now there's nothing dangerous to be worried about. It's a simple check-in on a report of some suspicious activity that might be connected to these phenomena we've been looking into. It's always the simple cases that go south the fastest. You know what? You're right. Maybe Erica should run point on this one. Sure, she sounds like... Sure, she's just a kid. But you're busy, so... Whoa, hold up. Let's not sacrifice the rookie to make me look bad. I'm already out. Send me the info and I'll get on it. First, though, I need to talk to one of you about something. Okay. Wait, that's him. Why can't I talk to me? I'll talk to me about something. Me, is it gonna be okay? Let's have a chat with the quiet fella. Ed, I'm betting you have a file on this already. Got a file on everything. Funny you say that. I have files dedicated solely to listing subjects that I don't have more complete files on yet. Want me to pull them up? Just give me the highlights. Unfortunately, what I know about the legend of the manhole girl so far is just that. A legend? Or is it just that? Or fuck, is that it's just that a legend? Christ. Jesus. Man, I can't read. There may not be anything else to know. It appears to be a story passed around by kids at sleepovers. Wouldn't be the first time something that isn't supposed to be real attacked me in the dark or in a dark alley. If you're worried, maybe it's time I return to fieldwork. When I wear my hat, I blend right into a Tokyo crowd. Funny, I never would have marked you for a Tokyo native. Then again, the place is absolutely crawling with tourists, isn't it? Thanks for the insights. I'll take it from here. Okay. Ryota doesn't notice the people passing him on the street. They don't notice him either. He is young, but he is very much alone. His focus is centered on the small bit of paper in his hands. After a couple folds, the paper finds a familiar configuration. With a head, arms, and body, it takes shape. A palm-sized person stands in his hand. As Ryota inspects his creation, someone who has been observing him from afar steps out of the shadows. What have we got there? Ryota looks up. He's nervous, but clutches the paper doll in his hand to stay brave. He's not running or hiding, despite the gruff stranger staring at him. No need to be afraid. I'm not here to do anything bad to you or your little friend. Gotta admit, I've been known to carry an odd paper doll with me on investigations. Strange habit, I know. Hello, Based. How are you? What do you mean? But you get the benefits of a partner without without the annoying small talk. Ryota's shoulders ease. He lets down his guard as he listens to the detective re-examines the folded paper. The detective surprises himself with this playful tone. He's rusty, but he somehow still feels comfortable talking to this scared kid. Sometimes paper dolls are used for magical purposes. You a sorcerer by chance? Now's the time to tell me. How much longer? When are you going there next? I didn't know of a planned trip. But I get that though. I'm sorry to hear. Also, fair warning, I'm playing a visual novel thing for a game that is set to come out sometime soon. Oh, that's not bad. That's not too terribly long to wait. Not ideal, but still. Wish you well. And I hope you can keep yourself distracted long enough in time. Until. So you really are him, huh? Gonna have to be more specific, kid. You're KK, the ghost hunter from the files. You must be. I just thought you'd be taller. They say you solve strange mysteries, right? KK, maybe. The detective looks closely at Ryota's phone. He sees the social media post featuring photos of various case files he's worked on and collected in one place. Look, I only used those initials because writing out my name is a pain, and I got too much pain already. Not your problem, right? Anyhow, that's me, KK. But I'm not a ghost hunter, I'm a detective. Not the character that I expected it to be. Okay. KK's demeanor hardens a bit, dropping the playfulness. You wanted an investigator, kid? Well, you got one. I'm so glad you're going to look into the disappearances at the manholes. Here's the thing, I already did. Made some calls on my way here. There's no record of any recent disappearances. Still got a few friends in the force, so I can dig up dirt quick. KK shoots Ryota a serious look. Not trying to pull a fast one on me, are you, kid? It's true, honest. My buddy Sasuke disappeared. He hasn't come back home since yesterday. Last place I saw him was right there. Ryota motions to the alleyway behind him. He went down that way. I tried to follow him, but I couldn't find him. He was completely gone. If Ryota's bluffing, he's an incredible liar. Sadness comes over him, that fucking face comes over him when he looks back toward the alley. KK looks back and forth from the kid, then to the alley behind him. All alleys are dark, but this one looks like it's never seen daylight. See any fog when it happened, the moment he disappeared? Now that you mention it, there was something spooky around him, around like a kind of fog or darkness, but it came and then went. All right. KK mutters something to himself as he eyeballs the alleyway behind Ryota. Nothing looks immediately out of place. With so much going on in the city, or going down in the city, some kid getting lost doesn't exactly seem like front page news. That's fucked. That is fucked. Nothing looks immediately out of place. It's just saying the thing. Press for more info. Call the kid's bluff. You're lying. You're a liar. You didn't even have your friend disappear. You're full of shit. You're just trying to get money from him. You killed him. I need more to go on, kid. Why are you so convinced he was taken? Didn't happen to anyone else around here. But it did. But it did happen to my best friend. Sasuke's been missing for 2 full days. Everyone has been looking, but no one can find him. What about his parents? Have they filed a police report? I'm the only one who really cares about Sasuke. I know he needs me. And no one else is even looking for him anymore. Just me. He's lucky to have you. It's like when you saw crows circling above this building in one of the cases you investigated. You knew there was more to it than anyone else, or than everybody else. Well, Mr. KK, I know there's more to Sasuke's disappearance. I just need your help. Really did your homework, huh? I'm impressed. You're more dedicated than most adults I know. You remind me of my friend Erica. She lost someone too, and she'll never stop fighting for them either. KK takes a look, or another glance at the alley. All right, show me exactly where this Sasuke pal of yours disappeared. Ryota perks up. So you're gonna look into it. I'm here, ain't I? Let me check in with my team to see if they figured anything else, or figured anything out. Could save us some time. KK reaches for his phone. What's up? We're all here. Just need a quick word from one of you to follow up on what this kid's told me. Okay. You're probably the most obvious. You find anything? Or you find anything else? I know you've been searching all over with on your fancy computer. Some worrying details have started to emerge, the type of details that mean he is there for sure, or is for sure involved. Social media is starting to fill up with posts about the appearance of a mysterious dark fog. It's been popping up in neighborhoods with similar data sets to the one Ryota called from. School absences are also on the rise. I can't confirm if those represent actual disappearances or just spooked kids trading scary stories, but it's clear fear and paranoia are taking hold. Yeah, I figured out that much. Oh really? You carry a fear and paranoia detector now? Did Ed develop that when I wasn't paying attention? Oh my god. Years on the force are what gave me my fear detector. You can't beat experience. But I do appreciate your input, even if I already knew it all. What an asshole. Ryota, it's time to find Sasuke. What an asshole. I hope I don't play as that guy. He's a dick. Nothing looks out of place, but things are rarely what they seem. KK slowly but deliberately reaches out his hand. He's not holding on to anything, but you would think that he is by the way he's moving. Something like he's got something invisible dangling from his fingertips. Oh, right, yeah, the shooty ability thing. Right. I remember that. I saw that a little bit. Yes, okay. Main character indeed, from what I can tell. Got it. Ryota he doesn't look like the main. I don't know if I'm covering him too well, but like he doesn't look like I remembered him looking. I don't know. Go to this side. This should be more appropriate, I think. Stick with that for now. Ryota has no clue what he's trying to do, but he watches closely. However, what happens next can only be seen by KK's eyes. As KK opens his fingers, a sparking orb of energy drops from his hands down to the ground. It ripples like water in a still pond. I wish I could see that energy flowing outward into the world. Ooh, okay. Ooh, what's that blip in there for? Okay. Hey, thank you for the follow, Goku. I appreciate it. Many thanks. Much appreciate. Hope you're well. A strange trail floats into view, as though a spirit has passed through this place. Psychic energy. The trail leads further on, deeper into the alley and out of view. Guess he went that way. Puzzled, Ryota follows KK's eye line down the alley, but sees nothing out of the ordinary. What happened? I don't see anything. Trust me, kid. It's good you can't see it. This is a power you don't want. And you're too young for it. To take a risk like that and change your life, to take a risk like that and change your life forever. Jesus, I can't read. I was on a good run too. What a shame. The world's a scary place. It keeps getting worse. We're gonna find your friend and get you back to your life. Man, I wish I had the game's music. What a shame that it's not there. Even now, KK and Rinko are in big trouble this time. Running like rats desperate to stay alive with only a dingy old sofa between them. Monsters. We'd better find another exit. Rinko turns to KK and sees him holding his head. He appears to be in great pain. Damn, it's happening again. Your body's reacting to the ether. Hello, Goku. How are you? Hope you're good. As KK looks at the room, his vision begins to break in half. He tries to focus, but rather than reform, everything continues to split apart even further. Another hallucination. The world is breaking in two. That'd be crystallized ether. Another form of matter. Sounds like your body has entered the final stages of of affinity. From thin air, like phantoms. These horrific visitors appear, surrounding KK and Rinko. Damn, we're surrounded. Game's not really happened. This is just like a visual novel prelude thing. Basically, it's an introduction to the story as a whole. That's it. So it's kind of awkward. I tried to specify with the titling. There's not really a tag for this game. They just put it out today. It's just like a bit of context you can get for the game before it comes out on the 25th. So the game itself, I'm not playing the game. This is just like a introductory thing. And I probably should have found a better category to put it in. I feel a bit misleading, so I do apologize. Mr. KK, are you okay? Dude, how did you get that name? How long have you had that name? I get the impression someone's very angry that you have that name. Hello to you. Hope you're well. No. This is, as mentioned, this is a separate thing that they released today. Ghostwire Tokyo Prelude. It's this. It's just a visual novel, quick thing. It's around half an hour long, apparently. Okay, it looks like it actually might be a little bit more than that. Whatever. It's just like an introductory thing to the actual game. The actual game is not out till the 25th. I've not even bought it myself yet. I do believe I will. Maybe not immediately. I've been blowing a lot of cash lately, but it's intriguing. I'm excited. Not the same thing though. How are you though, Tokyo? I hope you're well. How have they not tried to buy that name from you? It seems like that would be so frustrating for anybody working on the social media for that game. I've never seen a situation like that play out exactly. It's quite fascinating. Sorry, kid. My mind can be a little hard to control. Just kind of stood there for a little while. Sometimes my memory takes me places. Memory is my mistake. Hate to leave you alone again, but you need to wait here while I look for your pal. Sit tight, it won't be long. Okay, I'm actually going to see some cool shit. What's going on here? A report on Rinko's computer setup flashes on screen. Ed's monitoring software has a hold of something big. The results are clear. Spiritual residue. It's exactly at KK's location. What is it now? We've just received an alert. There's a massive surge of spiritual energy at your location. Hold off on pursuing until we're able to send support. Can't wait forever for you guys. We might have a missing child on our hands. We've got plenty of evidence. I know what I'm getting myself into. Remember, fog reports are increasing. There's fear in the streets. Time to act. Of course, I know those things. I'm the one who told you. I also know how dangerous it is getting out there. This time could be even worse than the last. What if he shows up? Wish he would. Excited to see that mask snap in two when I put my fist through it. It's not fair to ask us for help when you think you need us, then use our own words against us when you're too impatient to act as a team. We're in this together. KK decides to address one team member specifically to make his case. It doesn't make any sense to talk to the kid, but sure, I'll talk to the kid. What Erica and I have been through. Oh, he's just using her as an example to get what he wants. That's fucked up. Been through. I don't expect anyone else or everybody else here to understand. Hell, I barely understand it. Here's what I do understand. I take risks so others don't have to. And yeah, you all do the same. That's why I'm proud to call you my team. But it has to stop somewhere. A line needs to be drawn. We aren't the vulnerable ones who need your protection. We're all strong, and that strength multiplies when we work together to help others. You two are so special to me, both of you, and I think I understand where you're both coming from. Oh, it's her talking this time. I don't do voices. It's just that this torment, once that power's gotten inside of you, the affinity, it won't let you rest. It's like the demeanor change. It's like being chased. We're running from something awful. I'm sorry that I'm not making sense. I just can't be quiet right now. I have to speak the truth, my truth. I have to support whatever decision he makes. The truly selfish act would be to stand still and let it overtake you. In the end, I know that I would do the same. Let's hope you never have to. I'll talk to you later. I'm in the middle of investigating. He was never any good at following people's directions. That attitude of his is exactly what's saved our hides on countless occasions. You don't think I realized that? Erica smiles, thinking about KK's attitude. It doesn't bother her. Alright, what the fuck? Okay. Damn, they're everywhere. I didn't think she was here with me, by the way. Oh no, this is a memory. Right. KK's eyes dart between the two horrific figures, and to some incredibly strange glowing crystal that hover nearby. As he tries to speak, KK wheezes painfully. Rinko, what happened, or what would happen if someone tried to touch one of those ether crystals? Yeah, I can't read. Your guess is as good as mine. Might give you the power to fight back, might just make you even more miserable. Who can say? What about him? Did it grant him strength? Rinko nods silently. After getting his answer, KK, without hesitation, stretches out his hand toward the crystals. Wait, stop! Stopping's not an option, not for any of us. You don't know what will happen. It could kill you. And these things won't? We're dead if we don't try something. We aren't out of options yet. You've thrown away everything to fight these monsters, same as me. There's not a goddamn thing left to lose at this point. Before Rinko can say anything else, KK reaches out all the way. Or all the way out, rather. Got the order a little bit mixed up there. Ooh. Whoa, fuck. How old is this kid supposed to be? This kid looks a lot larger than the other kid. Dead. KK, excuse me, follows the trail of psychic energy deeper into the dark Shibuya alley. Or Shibuya, I never remember. Away from the glow of familiar streetlights and vending machines. His venture into the unseen brings him to a manhole cover where the spirit residue flashes with an eerie intensity. This spot is clearly the origin point for whatever spirit is at the center of this mystery. Did they take you this way, Sasuke? KK looks around, finding nothing focuses his attention on this haunted manhole. The specter vision shows KK a lot more than he thought it might, revealing a glowing specter hovering in this dark and dreary place, the spirit of a man in his 30s. I was gonna say that didn't look about right. Didn't think that was the kid. Would have made a ton of sense. Oh, fuck. A Jibaku Rei? According to Japanese lore, this type of spirit is trapped in a physical location. Okay, Spectre, what's keeping you tied down there? Man. The Spectre seems unable to answer him. Instead, he mutters, as if distracted or perhaps completely delirious. Either or, maybe both. Spectres aren't especially concerned with politeness or clarity. Neither of us are going anywhere until I get some answers. I need to know, what are you doing here? Specifically at this manhole cover, why haunt this place? I thought it was just a kid playing around, just having fun, alone. I wanted to make sure he was safe. So just being neighborly, eh? Yes, no, not making friend, protecting. But he wasn't, it wasn't a kid though, was it? There's something else, something lurking in these shadows. Did I die? I think I died. But this isn't what I expected. What was it? Monster? A monster? The Spectre points downwards. Underneath, huh? KK stares at the manhole as though if he just looks hard enough, he'll suddenly see what lurks in the underneath, or darkness beneath its cover. Took a sec there. He doesn't have to see the Spectre nod to know he's right. It went that way. Before he can pull up the manhole cover and see for himself, a long shadow creeps from the edge of the alleyway. Did you find anything? Snooping around is detective business. You don't belong back here. I thought I heard you talking to someone. Who is this youngster? Only I can hear you, so don't bother. Only you can hear me? Well, sure, no one else is here. Oh, for fuck's sake. This is turning into a damn clown show, kid. Or a damn clown show. Kid, I need you to stay here while I go down. It's not safe for you there. Not safe. Not safe. Monster. But how do you know I'll be safe up here? My team's one call away. They'll get here quick if you're in danger. Were you just saying something about being in the middle of an investigation and being too busy to talk to anyone? Funny you should mention that. I could actually use some help. I believe they call it client services. Who are you calling, mister? Are they nice like you or nicer? Client services sounds more like babysitting to me. If only you would just wait for us to get there. We play the hand we're dealt, and juggling work and childcare has never been my strong suit. I need a little support. Alright. Rinko sighs, a long, tired sigh of a frustrated person who knows that in the end, of course, they'll help. She'll always help him, just as he'll always help her. And I have the perfect candidate in mind. Send him. Ed, he's the oldest kid I know. His toys just cost a lot more. You rang? I need a favor. I'm going deep into this case, as in underground. But our young client insists on following me. He's gonna get hurt or worse. I know you've unraveled some of the biggest mysteries on the human experience. Think you can distract a nosy kid? Not my primary point of interest, but I know enough. KK gets distracted by Ryota's smartphone, which now glows brightly in the boy's hand. Mr. KK, my phone just alerted me to a paranormal presence. Maybe you're onto something. It's asking me to scan the alleyway for clues, like a detective. Don't worry, I've just done some minor hacking. Now you can tell our enthusiastic young friend that he needs to keep his phone focused on that specific alley. Leaving his place will result in the loss of precious data. I'm not sure that precious data is going to satisfy his curiosity. In addition to that, I've sent him digital currency for every major mobile game that will unlock as soon as the data gathering is completed. Bribery is going to do great. All right, let me just jump ahead a little bit because I want to jump ahead a bit further. So he's going to go out there, watch the alley with his phone. Awesome. Great. Dirty water splashes under his feet. Okay, I'm just going to jump a little bit more. So he's going through the cave, or going through the thing. Wow, not darkness, there's that thing. But the air itself is rejecting him. The corruption flows between worlds and reaches around him, blocking KK's way. How long has it been building up? Right below our feet. Is it like this everywhere? As KK goes deeper, the Kigari only increases. There's definitely something here if there's too much corruption. There's this much corruption swirling around. Nothing I can't handle though. Alone in the darkness, KK summons his power and... okay. I thought I was meant to do that. Alright. Oh, I am meant to do that. Okay. Oh, wow, I didn't do a great job. Looks great. Alright. Okay. Cleanses the corruption, returning the sewer to its normal state. That's better, minus the stink. With the Kagurade now cleared, as if they were waiting for a moment of safety, someone appears. Sosuke, is that you? Small boy avoids KK's look, turning his back and picking at something on the wet ground. Splash, or splish, splash, splish, splash. Hey you, kid, you okay? Can you hear me? Are you hiding something? Take a bath, take a bath. Come on, kid, this isn't the time or place. Answer me. I'm not trying to scare you, but you gotta work with me here. In the vast darkness of the sewer, the sound of KK's phone suddenly rings out, the tinny chime echoing back and forth around the hollow space. The small boy in the raincoat doesn't seem to notice. He must be very preoccupied. I'm close. I found Sasuke, but I'm worried he won't. Muffled sounds. Down so far, the signal to KK's phone is barely holding on. He can only make out a few sounds and struggles to make out the words or what words they might be forming. Muffled sounds. Hello, is anyone there? Rinko, is that you? Ed? Erica? Who is this? Got my hands full here. The call cuts. Shit. Cuts out. The phone's going dead in KK's hand. Shit. Damn. Enough screwing around, Sasuke. Just like that, finally, as if called by his mother to come to dinner, the child responds. He stands up and turns to KK with his dead, evil eyes. You're not Sasuke. You're the monster. KK raises his hand and calls forth an energy that he discovered that day long ago. The day he found his back against the wall, reaching out and touching the ether crystal. You ever heard of ethereal weaving monster? Or monster? In more excited, questioning tone. Energy surges into KK's hand, green light winding and glowing, charging around his fingertips. Wish I could see it. The increasingly bright yellow glows illuminating the tunnel. And in that moment, standing in the center of the tunnel, we can see this monster, this raincoat visitor, just in time for it to press a child's whistle to its mouth and... Oh! At a stranger's fingertips lies KK, now a prisoner. I need my subject to remain calm or else nothing will get done. Despite being captive, KK flashes the stranger a fierce glare. Jesus, I can't read. You son of a bitch. Hello, my new friend. I'm keen to see how useful our vessel turns out to be. The stranger takes out something and holds it in his hands. An amulet, though clearly not simply for decoration, it surges with power. He looks from the amulet and back to KK and smiles. Sorry, I thought I heard the game make a noise, but it was my song again. As the monstrous little raincoat visitor blows his whistle, he steps back into the shadowy darkness. Running away, huh? But he's not running at all. In fact, he's only making space. Ooh. For two much larger, far more terrifying visitors to show up and challenge KK. I've been waiting to run into you again. Let's go, you bastards. That one, I guess, makes sense. Then the other one would be sensible, I'd imagine. Right. The umbrella visitors are frozen in place. Only one stun talisman is left. Maybe I should use a defense barrier, but I'll use that. I can only get one of them though, so I don't know what this is gonna do. One umbrella visitor is injured. The umbrella visitors awaken from the stun. Now use that one. To the other guy, I assume. The other one's injured. An umbrella visitor attacks. Shit. That one. A barrier appears in front of KK. An umbrella visitor attacks, but its attack is deflected by the barrier. Or by that, its barrier? Whatever. The barrier is broken. I'll do that again. I guess. Barrier's broken. One umbrella visitor is injured. An umbrella visitor attacks. Shit. Defensive again, I guess. Yep. Now attack him again. Will that work? Just get it going. I got something to do after this. Okay, you're done. And then that. I cannot wait to see. I cannot wait to see how combat works out very well in that game. It is so exciting. The animations in that thing are fucking nuts. Particle effects just fucking... The fight now over. The sewer is oddly calm again. KK sweeps the space, looking for any clues that may be left behind. Why would a pack of monsters manifest their evil here? Then he sees it, affixed to one of the walls, to one wall of the tunnel, a wooden tag, sometimes called a kifuda. This must be what summoned those things. KK reaches out to take the kifuda down, but as his fingertips approach it, and I'm blind, by the way, holy shit. I'm blind, I'm fucking blind. Okay. The fuck am I? Rinko? God damn it, Rinko? Erica? KK feels a big, quick thump through his body. Ooh. When he looks down, he sees someone else's arm stabbing through his chest. Oh my god. It's horrifying. Black smoke rushes out of his body. Looking back up, KK sees a man wearing a Hanya mask. You're... Alright. That's my gasp. As KK comes to, he realizes that he's in the tunnel once again. No, still. He looks at his chest, totally fine, no gaping hole, not even a scratch. Sweating, breathing heavy, his mind races. It was a horrible dream, maybe a vision? He grips the kifuda in his hand. I won't let him get away with this. So hard that it smashes into pieces. Oh. At that moment, KK realizes he's not actually alone. Distracted by his fury, he had missed the approach of someone new. Who's there? Surprised, he spins to face face this entity, but before he can raise his other hand, ah! Bit more excitement behind the ah, but ah will do. KK emerges from the tunnel to find Ryota waiting with the rest of the team. I've recorded something that I would like to share with you. You see, I've never been as comfortable speaking from the heart as others around me. That said, I'm no fool. I can understand what it means to show emotion. I know that it's not easy or something easily captured, no matter how sophisticated the recording. So I've deleted it, and I will now do my best to express this directly to you. I'm glad that you're okay. That's very deep. Lovely. Okay. Okay. Nothing too new, nothing crazy. Story told me when we encountered this alleyway today was, I'll just say, rather grim. I'm sorry that I scared you like that. Naturally, I've prepared for numerous statistically viable conclusions. However, despite what the numbers tell me, I've never made a plan for carrying on in your absence. I don't know what else to say. I'm flattered, I suppose, that you don't want to believe how likely I am to die. I have backup plans for my backup plans, but you're in all of them. This is a strange scenario going on here. Safely above ground, reunited with his team, KK turns his attention to the original source of this drama, his young client Ryota. You were never going to tell me, were you? Sosuke isn't your best friend, he's your dog. What? He's my dog and best friend. Oh my fucking god. KK steps back nervously as Sosuke tries to jump into his lap, tail wagging. What the fuck? What the fuck? Are you kidding me? God, it's down to another goddamn dog, just like goddamn Cloudfuck. Oh, calm down. He just wants to be pet. Jeez. Who would have thought that such a tough as nails former detective would have such a strong phobia around dogs? Don't have to broadcast it, all right? What do you mean? Well, only if it approaches. You gotta put some down if they're coming at you. Don't be scared. Sasuke loves everybody. Maybe he should draw the line at loving monsters and following them into sewers. Ryota hugs his dog and gets a face full of licks in response. KK relaxes slightly, seeing how harmless this little dog is, but still keeps some distance. Thank you so much for bringing him home safely. Mr. KK. What an adorable alias. When exactly did you start going by this new short nickname, KK? I suppose it has a fun ring to it. Not quite as formal as your full name, and then guts. What's a secret? Before we get too sidetracked, as the lead investigator in this one, you've got some paperwork to do, KK. Not sure what's worse, fighting monsters or filling out these damn forms. It's obvious that you prefer fighting to paperwork. And then, yeah, all that shit. Gives him, oh. He gives him an actual bill? What? Aw, that's bullshit, dude. I should have taken him I should have been able to take the dog, sell the dog to make up most of what I need, and then just go back to the kid to break the knees. All right. Ryota looks closely at the paper in his hand. It says, "The case of the cursed manhole. Extermination complete, KK." Leaning in over his shoulder, Rinko lets out an uncharacteristically loud burst of laughter. Oh, now I get it. He didn't choose the nickname, KK. It's sloppy paperwork. Sloppy paperwork chose it for you. There's a lot to this life, or in this life, that we don't get to choose. Call me whatever you like. Not like I've gotten a use for a real name these days. Definitely not one of my old names. Doesn't matter what anyone calls me so long as I find that bastard. KK's, the kid's still here. KK's gaze looks fierce, as though he's recalling a bitter past. Reflected in his eyes is Ryota, who looks pleased to have received KK's autograph. KK's expression softens up in response. That said, I guess KK's not so bad. Okay. Well, it wasn't much. It wasn't very special, I'll be honest. It didn't tell me a ton. It gave me a bit of backstory, so I'm okay with that. Not the end of the world. I thought that was kind of nice, I guess. Could have used more, I guess, but all in all, not too bad. I'm going to jump ahead, and I'm going to try to get... Can I get that? Okay, let me get that song in here. I need to get that song in here at least. I need to at least watch this thing in full, right? Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's see. All right, hit me with it. I swear to God, if it doesn't give me the actual thing again, I'm going to be pissed. Give me a minute. There it is. They couldn't have used any of this for like anything. Alright, that's all I wanted. That's purely all I wanted. Alright, so quick, nothing too crazy. Felt like it was worth giving it a go. I don't know. Glad I did. Glad I did. Man, it was totally just me butchering English for... How long did I spend doing that? Say 55 minutes? Yeah, 55 minutes. I guess I did dick around a little bit more than I had intended to. But I'll take it. I'll take it. All right, gonna end the recording and go play some Slapshot. So yeah, Ghostwire Tokyo out, when is it? Like 25th, right? Gonna have to see. Think I'm gonna have to buy it. Think I'm gonna have to buy it. We'll see though. We'll see. All right, ciao.